Hey, how's everyone doing? It's your boy Chris back with another fish tank review. How you guys doing? It's been such a long time since an FTR episode and I apologize for that. There has been just so many things going on and yep, I kind of got burnt out from making FTRs and I'm back with the series, but I'm also going to simplify it. Unfortunately, I really cannot do every single tank that's sent in anymore. You know, my girlfriend told me right at the start, I was like, I'm going to do every tank, and she's like, you're gonna do every single tank? You know that's impossible, right? Nobody does that. And I said, no, I can do it. I can do every single tank. I don't even get that much. And then it just, you know, so many tanks. But again, you guys sent so many awesome tanks. It's really neat to see all the tanks around the world. I will be posting on my Instagram as well. And you can always share your tanks whenever you want on my Discord. We have tank showcase channels. We have pet showcase channels, everything. And of course, I will be showcasing tanks with FTRs and also plan to live stream in the future. It's not liking this. That look at the end. That gray cat is just like, well, why you gotta mind my business, dude? What? I'm just trying to get at the fish, bro. I don't see your name on it. What's your problem? I'm glad someone has the common sense to not put their paws into the fish tank. Darn it, Jerry. Parks and Rec fans will know. This tank is sent in by Beth Butterworth, one of my viewers. Look at that big Amazon sword looking super bushy and filling out almost half of the tank. I like the natural scape of the tank. The stocking options are also perfect because it does not look overstocked. You got some angels, a gourami in there. The plants are simple. The vallus is growing tall. You could have the vallus spread out a little more. I think it's gonna take some time. Maybe you're trying to do that anyway, so hopefully it does get there, because filling back the tank and making the background more filled with plants is gonna make it look so much better. The driftwood pieces really stand out in the middle as well, and a light substrate to make the tank brighter overall. I'm giving this tank 4 out of 5. Good job. All right, now we're at some kind of restaurant, it looks like, with a betta fish in the bowl on the plate. Now tell me that's appetizing. Is that appetizing to people? That just looks disgusting. How am I supposed to eat now when there's like fish? You could get salmonella from, you know, live fish that are not cooked. I'm not saying go cook the betta, I'm saying why you gotta have a betta in the equation? It's a dinner. Gordon Ramsay would see this and be like, they've got a fish on my plate. I don't know. Where's the lamb sauce? Where's the fish sauce? That looks like crab. What kind of sauce is that color? It looks like Pepto-Bismol. Anyway, I'm not here to judge the food, but I'm just saying live fish do not belong on the plate, especially betta fish, which are primarily pet fish, not for eating. All right, here's a classic hashtag goldfish keepers in a tank that is probably barely 3 gallons big. My lovelies are so happy with their new abode with some new members to their families, jiggling all the way around exploring. Someone commented, so soothing, lovely cuties. Yeah, it might look lovely to you, but this is like one of those typical like, oh, it's so cute. And then in the fish's perspective, the ammonia is burning my gills. I'm being cooked alive by poison. But yeah, too bad fish don't have the ability to tell us that or express it in their face when they're sitting at the bottom or, you know, turned upside down and floating. It's already too late. Your lovely cuties are all gonna die. Yeah, you know, haven't done an FTR for quite some time. Thought I'd just throw in something from Wish. Always keeping it classic, throwback. Look at this. You could easily put some like plant. You could start a sort of like small little terrarium in there without any critters, just some little moss or smaller plants. But no, you gotta put all that away and come up with putting a fish in there. It's probably like this small and it's got a little goldfish in there that's, you know, gonna live a fraction of its lifetime. I wish that this didn't exist. I mean, the price tag is really, really tempting. It's $5. That makes everything worse because now parents can get it just on a whim. Like, what's $5? Just order it, whatever. Put a fish in it, whatever. Now this is interesting. This fish bowl in a sort of vine glass dates back to, I don't know when, but It's part of a old painting, and it is featured in the museum. I'm not even gonna try to say the name of those things, but anyway, I'm sure they didn't know better than to keep them in such a small containment, but this just proves that in the old days, they probably had it even worse. Like the fish probably had even worse environments to live. So that's a lot of goldfish in a cup. PetSmart ain't got nothing on the old times in Vienna. I'm watching the orange fish. What you gonna do? I bet it's gonna jump out. Yup, that was a quick one. And I always wonder, like, why do fish just decide to jump out? Just like, I'm swimming. Okay, I'm jumping. Try to live better, come on. You don't see me just like walking on the beach and be like, okay, I'm going. This is one of my viewers called Ecliptic Tenebricosa. This is a before picture of before they started watching my channel, and then they sent in an after photo, and that is night and day. That's beautiful. You swapped out the artificial gravel for such natural gravel. You even made a little slope, and then you made one side of the tank plant heavy and decor heavy. See Anubias, Nana, I think there's Anubias Barteri, there's some crypts in there, maybe a sword. Good job for improving, and I'm glad I could help. You could always use more plants or balance the other side with another piece of driftwood and fill up the back. And consider filling up your fish tank. I know maybe there's no lid, so you're afraid that the betta might jump out, but then you can inhibit that by adding some frog bit. For now, 4 out of 5 for this tank. The next tank is sent in by Liz Nocha. Again, hope I'm saying that name right. Liz is from Germany and she's very active in our Discord. She's always posting a lot in the aquascaping section. She's like the lead aquascaper for our Discord channel, is what I want to say. This is a very unique scape. You have all these plants that are probably more typically planted and rooted into the substrate, yet she's left it floating. This is quite a cool technique to use because then all the roots are shooting down into the gravel and creating this forest, really mysterious look, kind of like a tree with, you know, dangling foliage. That might be what she is going after. And it's like fall time because the trees have color now, and there's an understory to the tree. This is quite beautiful. The use of Oko stone is also something that's, you know, nice touch to the aquascape. More textures is always better. 4.8 out of 5. This tank sent in by another viewer, Oliver Manger. Really simple betta fish tank with live plants. I love the Anubias, and I think that's the sword in the back. The betta is a crown tail, looking happy and very active. I like the use of bigger stones in the bottom, adds more texture to the substrate. Betta fish tank done right. 4 out of 5, great job. On a craft video floating around Facebook. Cement ideas that are so cool. You have this beautiful array of, I don't know, aloe vera, succulents. That's great, it looks great. And then it's like eclipsed by blue sort of bowl with a little bit of white gravel in the bottom and then 3 baby goldfish. Who comes up with that? Why don't you just fill it up with more nice looking aloe vera and succulents? You know, succulents can look so great with like different sizes and textures and colors. You don't need to add fish in it. I can't believe this post got 210,000 reactions, and the majority of the reactions are positive. 4.2k comments and 113,000 shares. That's crazy, and also very off-putting because now everyone's seeing this bad thing to do for goldfish. Hey, we can't go back to an FTR without Barf Gravel from Barf Gravel Limited. You got what looks like maybe 50-gallon tank there, 2 pretty much full-grown Oscars, 1 Pleco. I guess that's not the worst we've seen on this series, but a dad who's trying to overcompensate loves the big Oscars. Oh, big, manly. The mom's like, we gotta get something to clean that tank with, let's throw in a Pleco. And then they're like, the kids get to make a choice too. What kind of gravel do you want, kids? Oh, you want the one that looks like Fruity Pebbles? Okay, at least it's being sold with a filter. Yeah, I guess that's good. So goldfish, Pleco, Dory. I love the substrate as well. Just keep it coming. An aquarium at my best friend's house. Don't worry, I told him what he needed to be told about his atrocities against fish. Yeah, SpongeBob, let's abuse some fish. How many points on the atrocity checklist can we check off here? Gravel, no filter. Fish bowl, not even filled up halfway. SpongeBob decorations, just thrown into the tank. The worst kind of fish put into this sort of tank. Goldfish. Just negligence, I guess. Anyways, I'm back. It's good to be back. Good to be posting FTRs for you guys. I know how much my viewers like this. I'll try to post more and more, but also be careful with my own burnout so that I don't take a super long break again. I'm getting more used to my new job, and I'm, trying to enjoy my hobby as it is with making more videos for you guys. So hopefully this time around it'll work out, and with all your very supportive comments and just your worries about me, it's very motivating. And of course my Patreon supporters, I'm very thankful for you guys sticking around, and for those of you who decided not to stick around anymore, that's totally understandable. I really thank you for all the support that you've given me throughout the months. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, then please give it a like and subscribe, and don't forget to get your hands wet.